right. I'm here at the wee hours of the morning with Bruce in my coffee, but it's a very special occasion. Not just because I'm talking with Bruce, which we don't get to talk often, but Bruce, what are we here for? What are we talking about?
We are here for the brand new movie by Mr. Adam, and I never know how to say his name. Is it Adam Raymer?
Sure.
Reamer? We don't. Do we
Raymond?
know?
I do not know.
The director
Ramir?
of maybe. Let us know. Hit us up, Adam. Let us know how to say your name. We will talk to you just so we can talk about how to say your name. He is the director.
That's not the only reason, but that's
Oh
one.
yeah, true. Good point. He is the director. I believe he's the writer too of Dinner in America, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And he also made Snack Shack, and he has a brand new movie dropping very soon. In fact, it was embargoed until Monday, the 1st, I believe, of June, called Carolina Caroline, starring Adam Gallner, who, of course, was in Dinner in America and a bunch of other great movies. We love Adam Gallner, and Samara Weaving, who I would say all the people that listen to us know who.
Kyle Gallner.
Yeah, I said Kyle Gallner, didn't I?
You said Adam Gallner, I think.
Did I? Oh my gosh. Kyle Raymer and Adam Gallner. Okay, Kyle Gallner. Let's start this again. Starring Kyle Gallner, who we know from Dinner in America, as well as a bunch of other awesome movies. And we've also got Samara Weaving, who I would say pretty much probably everybody who listens to this probably knows Samara Weaving. If you don't, what, Ready or Not? Oh my gosh, she's been in so many things. Just what, the babysitter? Wasn't she the babysitter 1 and 2, maybe?
Actually, I've not seen either one of those.
Samara Weaving's been in a ton of stuff, and I think she's always been seen as I don't know, a genre, not a scream queen exactly, but a genre darling. And I think this could be one of her breakout roles. But we'll see. We'll see what we
Bill and
both
Ted
think
Face
it
the
is.
Music. I saw that one.
There you go. Yeah, she's been in a ton of things. I feel like you see her in a lot. I bet you she's been haunted by this too. You see her in a lot of movies where they would have had Margot Robbie, and they got Samara Weaving instead. And I would not say that as a knock, because after seeing this movie and some other movies she's been in, I might choose Samara Weaving over Margot Robbie. But that's just my hot take. I don't know what you think.
Babylon. She was in Babylon as well.
Yeah, she's good. All right, let's get on to what this movie is. Why don't you give it a start? What is Carolina Caroline?
Well, Carolina Caroline is first. We'll save that for later. Caroline is not a good title. That makes what I hate about the title Carolina Caroline is that when you hear that, like, what's the kind of movie that gets in your head when you hear that title? Not this one, like at all. So Samara Weaving is Caroline. She does like a short change scam. Buy something for $5, buy something small for $5, and starts getting the change back. Ooh, actually, can I give you the dollar back? And I get that 10 back. Oh yeah, no problem. And then it works like that. She does that a couple times, and then at one point, Kyle Gallner's character comes in, and she's in a convenience store about to do the same thing. Kyle Gallner does that short change scam, game recognized game, so she follows him outside. It's like, hey, I saw what you did back there. You stole money from that place. It's like, oh, really? Cool. Well, and then if I remember correctly, he knows her name somehow. I think he probably, if I caught this correctly, he knows her name because he's seen pictures of her in the band from this store. No,
Not right.
not
So
right.
if I remember correctly, okay, both of us are going to be remembering correctly. She worked at the store, and there was a list of like chores to do. Like it was like posted like behind the counter. So like the
Okay.
owner would say like, bathrooms, blah 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 on Wednesday, and it would
I
say
gotcha.
Caroline.
Because
So he's like,
I remember seeing her picture like in the background a couple times of like it looked like one of those do not let this person in the store sort of things. So I
I'm
thought
pretty.
maybe he did something like that. But yeah, you're probably right on this. Anyway, regardless, Kyle Gallner's character knows who Caroline is, and he just gives her the $10 he lifted from the store and just takes off. Then the two meet up again later, and they start. It's a family show. They start banging like rabbits,
Yeah.
and they start doing little cons together. At one point, Caroline goes and she wants to. Her and Kyle go, and I believe she wants to go find her mom. I don't know that
Yeah.
that's what they set out to do, but that's where they're going ultimately. And on the way, they start doing a bunch of other kind of little con jobs here and there, and they kind of progressively ramp up until they get to straight up armed bank robbery.
Yep.
Is that about
Yeah, that
where
gives you the
that?
basic kind
Yeah,
of gist of the story. I think the only thing I would throw in there is that this is kind of a long line of kind of traditional stories of this type where a small town girl stuck in a boring small town. It could be at the start of a country song, which there's a lot of country songs in this movie, by the way, some
yeah.
great country songs, where you have this girl stuck in the middle of nowhere, and here comes this charismatic dude with a muscle car that he may or may not own.
I
and
mean, he owns it now.
yeah, exactly. And
I would say the main difference with this and other Bonnie and Clyde kind of stories is
yeah,
that she's not an innocent pluck from obscurity
no,
from this bad guy. Her and both are on even keel when starting out, and they build their cons and growing that together.
agree. I think that's what kind of struck me right out of the gate is that she sees him, but what kind of comes to him when she comes to him, it's wow, she's super bright, she's super intelligent, she's super observant of what I'm doing, and we are like two kindred spirits. I've just been doing it longer than she has, and I'm more willing to just go out and hit the world than she is. And she just sees him as wow, he's like my kind of guy, person. He's my kind of person, and I can get out of this town with him, and we can do this. But yeah, she does have this kind of ongoing kind of a, I guess the impetus to go on the road, like you said, is just generally to head towards Carolina because that's where her runaway mom lives. I think she hasn't seen her mom since she was like what, 5 or something. They said she was really little.
I was under the impression she hadn't seen her at all, but you could
You
be
you
correct.
might be right about that. I'm really frustrated. I bet you're in the same boat. I really want to watch this movie again. Which, first of all,
Yeah.
I love this movie, so I want to watch it again. I just haven't had time to. But I feel like this is a movie that's going to definitely benefit from another watch because there's little details like that I want to see because I didn't quite get. And when I see it again, I think those are going to just make it even better. But would we both agree out of the gate, like from pretty much from the moment they meet, you talk about chemistry on screen between co-stars and stuff. And a lot of times that's overrated or underrated. It doesn't matter if it's a good script, whatever it might be. But here, there is just these two play off each other just like amazingly. I think that you couldn't cast it any better as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, they're like chips and dip for sure. And
Yes, chips and dip. Who's the dip?
Kyle, of course.
Of course.
But yeah, this is like a good example of one of those kind of movies or stories like you've seen a million times, and this is like a really good version of it. And it does things like a little different that kind of give it that little special sauce to it. I think I was kind of digging this movie almost from the jump, but what really made me start leaning forward was that con they pulled on the train
Yes.
with the wallet.
Hmm.
Maybe we talk about more in spoilers, but definitely watch the movie because once that happened, I'm like, oh, okay, this is the movie we're watching, and I'm kind of digging it.
Exactly. I think that it's, like you said before that, it's a really good Bonnie and Clyde-esque sort of story. Same sort of thing where you have two impossibly good-looking people in the real world,
Yeah.
supposedly, but also they're on the run and they're causing havoc and creating crimes. But like you
Well,
said, there's this whole House of Games-esque sort of upping the ante of scams, which is in con artist things, which is really interesting.
yeah. And I think that's kind of what Bonnie and Clyde, you just think run and gun. Like
Hmm.
the scam with the wallet was like real clever. The short change, I think, is a thing that happens, but that's a clever conceit starting off with. And even kind of when they started doing the bank heist, the way they kind of had that down was almost too perfect. And as we'll talk about later, it was too perfect. But yeah, this, I'm not sure what else to say. Well, I should say that Tom Dean wrote this, Adam Remier. I believe he wrote and directed all his other previous movies. This one he did not, but it still has the same kind of, I don't know, it doesn't have the same energy as Dinner in America. This and Dinner in America, two wildly different movies, but it still feels like the same person kind of put it together,
Yeah.
if that makes any sense.
There's kind of that common DNA of outsider-ish
Yeah.
people that find togetherness togetherness and eventually at least love of some sort and camaraderie in the midst of kind of a world that's out to get them to some degree. There's some that kind of thing going on, but they're very different as far as the way that plays out. One's way more punk rock and kind of chaotic, and this one's way more, like you said, taking a great trope of a sort of setup and really just doing it very well, and then giving it, like you said, that extra special sauce.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the name here.
Yes.
Because I think it has the same problem as Dinner in America. You mentioned, hey, did you watch Dinner in America? No, I didn't, and I never will. That sounds dry as hell and not a movie I want to watch. No, Dinner in America is really good. It's like I have this punk rock thing, and you describe Dinner in America, and then Caroline's kind of a similar thing. It's like the name alone is going to turn the people that would love this the most. The name's going to turn them off almost immediately,
or just not attract their eye. Like it just won't catch your
potato.
Yeah, well, true. Yeah, you're right. I don't think it would make me not want to watch it, but it would make me not even notice it. What? Oh, there it is. And what is that thing?
But like same deal with Dinner in America. The people that would love Dinner in America the most, they hear the title Dinner in America. They're not jumping right to that. It sounds like, oh, this is another indie porn, probably long, boring shots of someone staring at it. No, it's not that at all. It's real high energy, real punk rock. And yeah, Caroline. In spite of the title, it sounds like maybe like a European 1700s European period piece or something. Hello,
That's
Caroline.
I thought it was sounded to me. You know what it sounded like to me? It sounded to me like one of those movies about a plucky young girl that kind of, just learns how to live as an orphan in the South somewhere. Caroline. What's she doing down there? That kind of thing.
Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe like Anna Karenina, but in Georgia.
In Georgia. Anna Karenina. Okay.
But,
sorry, my accent is terrible.
Yeah, my name much better. Y'all. But in spite of that, Adam Ramier managed to make another banger. And a lot of credit to Tom Dean. They wrote a banger. Samara Wavy and Kyle Gallner and Kira Sedgwick starred in a banger. So this thing's, I don't know, where are you at on this?
I'm 4.5 to 5 stars. I think I'm 5 stars because the more I think about it, the more I love it, and I think it'll just get better when I watch it again. I'm 5 stars in this movie, and one thing I don't think we're really representing is this is unlike the other movie. This is potentially a huge crowd pleaser.
Yeah,
I think you could recommend this to a lot of people. You recommend Dinner in America to certain people, mom and pop kind of Americana people. They're going to kind of be like, yeah, I don't know.
Kids, so why do I care?
Yeah, I don't like that. They're
Carolina really... Karenina. Quit watching that dinner.
They're trouble. But this movie, you can give it to a lot of people, and except there's the crime part of it, but it's all done in a way that I think a lot of people could love this movie and probably will when they discover it. So I'm going to go 5 stars myself. That's what I'm going to do.
I think I was 5 stars when I was first watching it, and then it just won't get out of my head. It just keeps burrowing further and further. Because I'm watching going, this is pretty good, but it's no Dinner in America. And then the further I get away from it going, this is just as good as Dinner in America. This might be better than Dinner in America. It's kind of having that sort of effect on me. And a lot of it has to do with kind of where these characters end up. And we'll talk about that here in a second when we do spoilers. Don't want to do it here. But yeah, the longer this movie sits with me, the more I love it. And that title be damned. I think 10 years from now, once this is one of my favorite movies ever, that I won't even think about the title. But as far as release goes, it would be better if they had a snappier title so more people could watch it so they could keep making more movies. That would be awesome.
Hopefully they'll believe in it and give it at least some marketing, because you could market it enough, I think, to get people to go watch it even with the title, because I think you've got the people in there, you got the faces, and I think you could easily promote this in a way that people want to see it. I want to say the other test for this movie to me.
The reason I'm so hung up on the title, and this is stupid, but the only reason I'm so hung up on it is that usually with movies like this, people have to find it. And how do they find it? They scroll, they see the title, oh, sounds interesting, and they click on it. Now, if this is getting a release in New York and LA for 2 days, and then it'll be on streaming, no one's going to find this. If this is something that they might do a wide release on, it doesn't seem that, but if they do that, and the trailer plays in front of like all the Marvel movies or whatever, then yeah, the title won't matter because people watch the trailer and go, oh, that looks cool, I want to watch that. I hope it's the latter one, but well, time will tell.
Yeah, I hope so too. I would say that and you, it sounds like you're 6.9 on this, 6.9 stars, or are you 5? 5 with room to grow?
I'm gonna go 5, but I think by the end of the year it'll probably be that. This is one of my favorites of the year.
Same. One of my
Pretty
favorites of the year
easily.
too. We have Santa Zeta still sitting out there, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But I
Also,
think
a movie that hasn't came out yet, so
it's not even slated to come out yet. I've been keeping an eye on it and waiting for that because I think when it comes out again, we need to re-review it or something because it needs to
for
get
sure.
some buzz. But I was gonna say one of the things that really is the tale of whether how much I like a movie, especially like this. I think about it. I'm just like, I just want to hang out. I know how the whole story goes. I know how it ends. I don't care. I want to just hang out with these characters doing what they're doing again. And I think that's really when you know that you love a movie because it doesn't matter that for movies where the people say, why do you like to watch that movie over and over again? It's a real downer. And I don't care. It's the world. It's the people. It's the characters I'm with. I love them so much. I want to be there again. And I think this is one of those kind of movies. I really love it a lot.
yeah. 2 5 stars, 2 6.9. However you want to slice it, this movie's awesome. Go watch it and tell people about it.
Yes.
Like, and then once you watch it, tell more people about it. And if you've watched this and you've not seen Dinner in America, go back and watch that. And then watch them back to back, double feature it, do whatever you got to do. But yeah, this is well worth your time. And my goodness, wouldn't that be awesome if people thought of this in Santa Zeta during award season? They won't, but it'd be awesome if they did.
There are 2 movies right there with at minimum that should get some kind of writing nominations and acting nominations. No doubt, both. But yeah, no, they won't. They're just not what people are looking for. But that's crazy. Should we get into spoilers? Do some spoilers?
Let's clip this off right now, and then we'll do spoilers, but in a separate video. But yeah, Caroline, awesome movie.